How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's had a good Sunday so far. Also, happy Easter as well. Hope everyone had a good Easter as well. Hi, Nero. I'm streaming Satisfactory again, as usual. Kind of all I've been streaming lately. I wanted to stream tonight because there is a project I need to work on. And I also did want to catch everybody up on what I've been doing in the game. For starters, I finally have a jetpack. And I'm overlooking right now the coal factory, but there's one thing I want to show that I didn't really finish it. There's still some walls I gotta finish. But there's something I've been working on this week that has been a pain in the ass. And I finally finished everything. It's functional. And I'm gonna turn around and show you what that is. That right there. I just finished building my new base, and this is, whoa. And this is actually where I first started out the world. This is where or not first started out the world. I spawned over there, actually. But here's where all the resources were, where I was getting the iron plates, iron rods, concrete, the quartz stuff, everything, you name it. So I came back here, I destroyed everything, and rebuilt it. And I actually decided that it was cool to have the space elevator here and the hub. So let me go through, and there's so much to go through that I don't know if I'm going to explain it all. But first of all, this is huge. Like I said, I spent all week doing this. So here's the entrance. Microphone's in the way. Here's the entrance. It's just a nice wide open space. I was thinking about putting the hub right here just so it is easy to get to. But here's the elevator, which right now is set to the ground floor. This is up the stairwell, or not the stairwell, I guess technically the stairwell, but up the elevator. See just how massive this place is. But let's go over here, because this was the first area I built. And here we've got some drills. We've got quartz being dug up here. We have copper and limestone being dug up here. The first thing you'll see here is that quartz crystals are being made right here in all of these constructors. And those are going up, and then those are going into a storage room that's in another floor. Over here we have concrete being made, which I needed the concrete really badly. So concrete's being made right here. I tried my best to get the alternative recipe for the wet concrete, which requires water. I really tried, but no matter how many times I scanned hard drives, it just would not give it to me. But then we have over here we have what's this thing called? Reanimated SAM. And I don't know if I ever explained what SAM stood for, but it means strange alien matter, which is like technically supposed to be an end game resource, but I've been using it because it is still useful in early game. But that's also going up and going into another floor that is going into a storage room. I'd go up these stairs. No, actually, it wouldn't hurt to go up these stairs. So up here we have wiring being made over here, and cable. Some of that wiring is being sacrificed to make the cable. And then the wiring is going up, and same with the cable going into that storage room as mentioned. This is where the copper is being smelted. No! Hi, Pa, how you doing? Then we have silica being made over here. Congrats on coming first. It's funny how many people forget that that's the command. And hydrate. Think of the hydrate. What do you mean, VC? Kidding, I don't have the game. Beat safe, gonna learn rushing to. Sounds good. Have a good one. I was confused. I didn't think you had the game. You had the game. Also, think about hydrate. But yeah, silica is being made here. And that's also going to another storage room. I'm not gonna go over there just yet, because there's still more to explore on the lower floor. But that's where all of this is being made and going into. And that's why I have this huge space. I'm cleaning a house right now, but might jump back into Doom until midnight. Sounds good. I do find it funny, Nira, that you go so late that if I'm streaming late that I could just raid into you. It's much more comfortable for me to raid into people that I'm familiar with. But yeah, over here we've got more drills. This one's actually drilling bauxite, but I can't do anything with bauxite right now. Because this is an end game resource that I don't have access to. But I have that there just in case, because I do plan to do something with it. We have iron ore being dug up there, and that's being smelted in here. And that crab rave. Hi, Gull. How dare you? Boss, how you doing? That iron's going over here and going into iron plates and then iron rods, and those are again going into a storage room. Over here there's more copper, and that's being made into copper sheets on the second floor. You can see the drills right here for the copper. To grab that chair. What chair? Should have done a 24-hour stream Thursday night, Friday night. Probably could have beaten the entire game. I'd say I'm glad you didn't, because you'd be exhausted at the end of a 24-hour stream. Who's that chair? But yeah, and then over here, more iron plate and wires are being made over here for a specific reason, but the copper is coming out from here for the wire, and then iron's being dug out over here. Copper's being smelted over here, even though there's one smelter. I don't know why I had it over here. The iron's being smelted there. I haven't finished this section. I will come back to it and finish it eventually. I just got tired of having to build it. And then up here, the one at Azure's Throne. Oh shit. I don't have space for that right now. But I appreciate it. I forgot I had a chair on there. The best time to send it. Oh no. But yeah, the wire and the plates are being made into reinforced iron plate. This was the most painful thing to have to figure out, by the way, and I just finished this like an hour or two ago. So that's where the reinforced iron plate's being made. Right here is where the copper sheets are being made, and those are obviously going into the storage room, and then nothing else is really being done up here. That's where the silica was over there. This entire space is empty over here, and I don't know what to do with it just yet. Back to the elevator. That's the entrance to the building. It goes up the stairs and then going up these stairs. Up here's still not really complete, and also I'm gonna warn you now, it is spaghetti hell up here. So if you think this whole place is organized, I promise it's not. So the storage room is over here. You can see where all the spaghetti begins. So I have all of the belts and all the stuff coming up over here. You can see it. I wasn't bothered to organize it. Over here, these storage containers are not where I'm keeping everything. These storage containers simply are going into the storage room, and then anything that doesn't fit is coming right back out and going into these storage containers. The actual storage room is over here, where everything's being kept. So you can see we have the iron plate, the rods, the concrete, the wire, the cable, the reinforced iron plate, the copper sheets, the quartz crystals, the silica, the reanimated SAM. And this is what I wanted to do with the bauxite, is turn it into aluminum. But I don't have access to that yet, because like I said, that's an end game resource. Over here, I don't have anything going on just yet. I wanted to use this entire space maybe for the aluminum. Maybe I can keep the space open for the aluminum when I am actually doing something with it. But I also had the idea of using it as a battery room, because I realized I haven't placed down any batteries yet. I've had access to these for a while, and I just never placed them because I could never afford them. But now I have them, and now I can afford them pretty comfortably. So I should probably put these down somewhere, and I'll have battery power if any of my grids go down. Which reminds me, I do got to show something because I did a lot since I last streamed. But anyway, keeping this space open for whatever I want to do with it. So that's all that there is to this floor. My brother's chatting with me, obviously bored. Pretty sure he wants me to invite him over to chill and relax. This floor I'm not doing anything with. I still gotta finish it. You can see it's all scuffed up and weird looking. I like my brother, but he's a lot. That's fair. But yeah, this place, maybe I could turn this into the battery room. Have a lot of batteries in here, maybe. But yeah, nothing's going on this floor. But yeah, I don't have the social battery either near for like long conversations. It's just a me thing. And then here's the final floor where the hub is sitting right now. And this is the tallest floor of the building. And this floor is not really going to do a lot. I don't really have a lot of plans for it. Although I do have the Hypertube launcher right here, which actually, since I'm here, I do need to fix it a little bit because it doesn't go very far. Talks too much, and he's so wrapped up in conspiracy theories that he has a hard time just shutting down and relaxing. He has to critique things or stop and over-explain things. Oh yeah, that sounds overwhelming. Oh shit! Wait, hang on. These are not gonna work because they don't have a tube in them. Don't forget to tube your hypertube. Remember, tubing is important. But he's not good at letting people know that he's venting. Not actively looking for a resolution. Oh yeah. Bop, bop, and bop. That's as much as the wire can support right now. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole building. Up here is where the space elevator is, and I will have it automated. That way when I have the other factories going, everything can be brought here. This is where the space elevator sits and rests now, and there's nothing up here. This is just the roof. But yeah. So my next project... Oh, actually, let me show you something. So last time, I didn't have anything unlocked, and the only power plant I had was the coal power plant, which is over there. But I sacrificed a lot of brain cells a couple of weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, over here. Oh yeah, right there. Here's one of the projects that I did. This is... Oh, lag. Hi, Comic. How you doing? Is this bird satisfied? Not yet. Not yet. And he's like, here's my problem. This problem is frustrating. I need a fix for it. I offer a quick resolution. He escalates about not wanting a quick resolution. Oh, no. So I built this. This was one of the first things I built off stream. This is the... what is it? The plastic and rubber factory. It's for plastic and rubber, and packaged fuel is being made for my jet. Why is it not running? None of it's running. It's not backed up, is it? There's so much fuel. Not enough empty can. Oh, did it soft lock itself? I think it, like, locked itself. That's really not good. There's too much of this to make plastic. I wonder... Yep, it soft locked itself. Okay. That's good to know now that that can happen. And that's a bad thing. But anyway, plastic is being made over there. You can see the blue stuff, that's plastic. And then rubber is being made over here. And that's allowed me to build a lot more stuff and unlock a lot more stuff. And then over here is where I said the packaged packaged fuel is being made, and that's what I'm using for my jetpack. That's how I'm able to use my jetpack, is with that fuel. It's going into there. So yeah, that's what this factory does. Originally, I was going to have it do power plant, which is why these generators are up here. But with how much fuel I'm making here, it just wasn't, to me, it wasn't worth the effort of having to figure out how much fuel had to go up here. And plus, I needed the packaged fuel anyway because, well, I have the jetpack. The jetpack is easier to build things with. But yeah, this is what I did. This is the first project I'm working on. I'm still not done with the structure, and I don't know if I'll ever be done with the structure. But it's here and it works, so that's all that matters. So going up here, this is where my base originally was, and this is where I was going to move it, because I wanted it to be in the center of the world. But then I changed my mind, because I just liked that area a little bit too much, because that's where everything was centralized. It is on the very far corner, so let's say I finally take advantage of the desert over there. Trucks or trains are going to have to go really far to get over there. But anyway, let me show you the next project I worked on. Because I worked on 3 projects, and this one is going to be the last one I'm going to show. Also, be warned of lag. The game has been acting up a little bit for me. So this is the final project that I worked on off stream. I don't know if you can see it, but this big structure right here. Which, believe it or not, I'm still not done with the structure either. You can see where my brain is at, where I get bored of one structure. I get bored of having to build it and figure it out, that I just want to move on to the next thing already. Which is exactly what I'm going to do this stream. I got bored of building the base, so I'm going to work on another project. But this is what I worked on, and this is the fuel power plant. And this is making me a good chunk of power. So this structure right here, actually I'll get to that structure last, because that's not that important. Oh my god, the lag is awful. It might be the lights, honestly. Are you done lagging? No, you're not. But anyway, fuel or oil is coming out of here, going into the fuel power plant. And that oil is coming into these refineries making fuel. You can see here it's making fuel and polymer resin, which is this blue stuff. Some of it's going into these awesome sinks, which is basically just destroying the polymer and giving me coupons for it. But yeah, how many are these? There's 40 refineries making me the fuel. And that fuel, I have it going up, and then I have it coming down, just so I don't have to build any more of these pumps. But it's all coming out here to 80 fuel-powered generators. Although I will say that I think there's 8 of them that are off because the flow isn't running very well. It just isn't working the way I want it to, so I have to turn some of them off. But you can see now that I'm making a good chunk of power. Some of it's coming in from the coal plant, obviously, but 20,000 megawatts is coming from this fuel power plant. So it was worth it, but this was painful to build. But anyway, let me show you where some of that polymer resin's going into. So some of that polymer resin, god damn it, it's stupid lag. The lag didn't like it, like me calling it stupid. Some of that's going up here. Probably have to reset the game or something, because it's annoying when it lags. Some of that's going up here, and these are not connected because I didn't end up needing them. But that polymer resin's making fabric, and there is water being pumped into here. That fabric's going all the way over here into the next building. And you can ignore all this right here. I actually need to get rid of all this because this is where I was originally going to build what I was going to need the fabric for, but I ended up building a whole new structure for it. So over here is where the fabric's going. And all of this is making me gas masks. And these will help me, this will allow me to go into areas where normally I take damage, like from the stink. So I have this being automated now, so now I don't have to craft them by hand, and I can just go around the world without having to worry about taking damage. And you can see I have the actual gas mask on. Sorry, these are called gas filters, not gas masks. But yeah, that's what this facility is doing, and that's what the whole power plant here is doing. That's what I've been up to this week. And now my next project is I want to make a factory for crystal oscillators. Those shouldn't be too hard. I meant to do that when I built the versatile framework factory, but I didn't have the manufacturers. Yeah, you can see the aftermath of where I was originally pumping the coal and the iron, which the coal and the iron is being used for the gas masks, or the gas filters rather. But my next project is going to be over here. Let's see, where is it? Right here. There probably is another factory I built somewhere that I don't remember that I built. Everything's been such a blur that I just like, I'm jumping from one factory to another, to another, to another, just because it's like, I'm building one structure, and then it takes like a week to build it, and then I just get bored of it. And then I move on to the next structure, and then I get bored of that, so I move on to the nest structure, and it's just an endless cycle of moving to one thing to another. Because so much needs to be done, and I still haven't even gotten to the project part. But yeah, let me check the map. Because I know I did some exploring off stream, too. I'm still trying to stay away from the desert, because I've been mentioning how I want to use the desert for all the end game stuff. For, like, the Tier 7, Tier 8, Tier 9. I want to use this desert for all of that. But here's all the factories I have running so far. I have the steel factory, which is an old factory that I made, actually. Steel factory is over here. The encased industrial beam factory, which is what I did last stream, is here. The motor factory is right there. Rotors being made there. There's one right here for what are they called? They're not called industrial beams. What are they called? I'm gonna call them the cube because I can't remember what they're being called. But there's cubes being made here. Screws are being made there. Smart plating's being made there. Which actually I want to come back and tear this down and rebuild it, because I am going to need more smart plating again. Quick wire is actually being made here, but I didn't mark it. Base is right here. Oh, I gotta show you what this toilet is. But yeah, base is right here where all the basic parts is, the hub, and the space elevator. Over here is where the base was originally. Over here is where I'm going to make the crystal oscillators. I've had this marker here forever, and I haven't been able to do anything because, like I said, I didn't have the, what do you call it? The stuff for it. Versatile frameworks being made here, automated wiring, and then the fuel power plant's all the way down here. So I've built a good chunk on this world, and there's still a lot more I gotta do. I gotta find a good place. Actually, I was gonna build the coal power plant's right here, by the way. Since I know where it is, I'm gonna mark it. No, my soda, I spilled it. But anyway, coal power plant's there. I put my soda. I'm sad because I actually wanted to enjoy it. I don't think I spilled too much of it. I want to leave that to the side now because I don't want to bump it again. Anyway, now that that's cleaned up, Coal power plants here. I'm gonna mark it with one of these. Too far. Marking them brown. Let's see. There we go. Fuel plant and the coal plant's already up there. Eventually, maybe I'll build another fuel plant. I know the next power plant that I can build is going to be a nuclear power plant. That's scary because I haven't gotten that far in the game. Once I'm done with this tier, I'm new to the game. And I do want to beat the game. So, but anyway, what was I was getting sidetracked. I wanted to build, I wanted to build a factory right here, which I forgot what for. I think it was for, I know there's oil there, quick wire, and copper. Or iron, I don't remember. And that was gonna make me something, but I don't remember what it was gonna make me. I do gotta make factories for computers and for heavy modular frames, but I don't want to do that. Because I remember heavy modular frames being an actual pain in the ass to build. So, I'm not ready to build that just yet. Which is why I'm here to build this. The, what do you call it? The crystal oscillators. Which I gotta find out how much ore I'm doing, or using. I do apologize for the lag, it is pissing me off too. My computer's not made to play games like these. Move! Don't make me! There we go. That'll teach him a lesson. You too, bird. Okay. Well, that takes care of him. Thought I said get out of the way. I missed. Oh, all three is good enough. You too. Alright. They're fine. But yeah. The crystal oscillators will be useful for making just more decorative items, which is why I wanted to build this, because I kept running out and it was getting really annoying having to craft them by hand. I don't know how much resources I'm gonna pull out of here. Ooh, piece of cane. Ooh, piece of cane. I'm really fighting the urge to make a new world in Satisfactory and doing it like a YouTube series off of it. But I'm really trying to fight the urge because once I start a new world, I'm gonna forget about this one and never beat it. So I want to beat this world first and then move on to a new one. So I'm kind of projecting that by once 1.0 officially comes out, that it might be a good time to, or 1.2, not 1.0, sorry. That I might do like a YouTube series on it. Well, yeah, thank you, Poe, for the gift sub. Escapes with wires. No! Storm did say the other day, I was like, Storm was like, don't show Poe the wires, the wire factory. It's too late. Oh no. I don't think I need all the space. I'm just building it. Building. Oh no! I don't want to. I don't want to blow you up. That's right. Scurry along. I must DP. Alrighty. Have a good night, and thank you. I don't think I'll be streaming very long. Once I finish this factory, I'll probably raid out. I just wanted to do like a quick stream to do catch up and all of that. So you blow up its nest and eggs. Exactly? Question mark. I blow up this bird. There can only be one bird. There can only be one bird. Oh no. Okay, you stay away from the dog. The goal is one bird. Exactly. That's just one tiny bird. No. Refuse. I don't know if you're still in chat, Nero. But when we were watching One Piece, I was building this factory right here. The Versatile Framework factory right here. When it was actually down to its foundation, the roof wasn't up, nothing was up. Oh, my hand's all sticky now because I spilled the soda. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to craft a couple of those automated or portable grills. I feel so uncomfortable saying the actual name of it, I don't know why. So I know this one's a pure node. So it's going to be 240. I can't even get to 240. I can only get to 150 if I overclock these. So I'm thinking I can balance these out. I know these two are also impure. These overclocked will give me 150 as well. I don't like using so many of these power shards, but I'm just gonna have to. So, crystal oscillator, let's see. Awesome. So I know I'm gonna need, yeah. So quartz crystal is what I'm gonna need ultimately. Ooh, I'm starting to realize I don't think I'm gonna be able to make so much. 9 per minute, 7 and 1.5 per minute. Get 1 per minute. I need to look at this and then evaluate. Ooh, that's spicy. I'm eating a spicy chicken sandwich. Ooh, it's hot. I'm looking at this, trying to figure out how much I'm gonna need. And yes, I am aware that I don't have copper. Copper is usually what you need to make the cable, because you need the wiring, but I can use the alternative recipe for copper wire. Or not copper wire, iron wire. Although... well, the output's not that bad. This is when it gets hard, because I've realized that when I'm playing in 1.0, or not 1.0, sorry, 1.2. This is the experimental build, if I don't know if you've seen it on the top left. So all these satisfactory calculators on the internet are not updated to 1.2, and that's a problem because the game mode that I'm playing in requires less resources to make certain items. In the vanilla, I say vanilla, it's not modded, but in the standard gameplay, recipes have a certain fixed amount of resources. Like, for example, 18 quartz crystals, 14 cable, 3 reinforced iron plate to make 2 crystal oscillators. This is for the 0.5 game mode, which basically means that I'm using less resources to make certain items. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me look at the wiki. Normally, here, let me see. Normally, the recipe is 36 quartz crystals, 28 cable, and 5 reinforced iron plate for 2 crystal oscillators. So it's cheaper in my game mode. And I'm saying that because in... Hang on, let me remember where I'm at. Brain kind of fried there for a minute. I'm saying that because in the calculators, it's not updated to those game modes. So I have to do all of this math by myself about having to figure out how much I'm actually going to need for certain items. And it's such a headache, dude. I'd say unless they update the calculators, it is harder to figure out how to get this sorted than it is, than it normally is. I mean, if you play vanilla, it is actually a big pain in the ass. So... Also, I got distracted because I didn't even realize that if you don't unlock the crystal oscillators through the MAM research, which is where I unlocked it, you unlock it in tier 7 in bauxite refining. Which I'm not even at tier 7 yet. I'm still at tier 6. I can't even get to tier 7 until I finish the space elevator. Anyway, I am going to use the satisfactory calculator a little... no, because I'm... This becomes so much harder when I have to take into account that this iron is going to need to make cable. It's also going to need to make... Well, the iron's going to be turned into wiring. Iron's also going to be made into the iron plate. Maybe I could use some of that wiring for the stitched iron plate, but I don't know how well that's going to work. If not, then the bolted iron plate, which means the iron has to be made into screws. I don't know how expensive that's going to be iron-wise. And then obviously the quartz crystal is easy enough because it's just quartz crystals. This is painfully difficult. I don't want to do the math. Maybe it's easier. Maybe it really is easier than I'm expecting it to be. But it's just overwhelming to me trying to figure out every little bit that I need to figure out, and it's just like, I want to go home. I am home, but I want to go not here. I'm gonna do this real quick though, just to make it line up. I have to figure out. I can rotate this a little bit. Oh boy, this is gonna be painful. Because I'm so, like... Admittedly, I'm obsessed with trying to get everything balanced. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if I... Hang on. Ooh, lag. Design idea. I wonder if I can... Ooh, that's a nice color. I wonder if I should make everything, like, pink. To, like, represent quartz. I've been making all my buildings like black and gray and all of that. It would be kind of cool to add some color. Actually, I didn't even point out that the fuel power plant's actually red. I like changing up the colors a little bit just to add some variety. Did you know, fun fact, back in early access, it actually used to cost flowers to paint things. It used to be that there was flowers around the world that you could pick up, and you could turn those flowers into color cartridges. And those color cartridges are what you use to actually paint structures like this. They actually got rid of it, just to make designing a little bit like, or not designing, but like, customization a lot easier and a lot less like of a hassle. Oh, those are pale berries. I don't want to get rid of those. Sorry, I'm just jumping around trying to I'm not even thinking. I'm just like stalling. I really don't want to have to figure out all the math for this. I really wish the calculator was updated to the experimental. It has an experimental branch, but the calculator itself doesn't allow you to adjust. Doesn't allow you to adjust like the game modes. So let's just say I have 300 quartz and 300 iron ingots. Because that's pretty much what I'm getting out of here. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this. So I have 300 quartz and 300 iron ingots, and this is what I mean by the calculator. If I turn that into, let's say, crystal oscillators. Oops. Here we go. This is basically what it shows me. And you can obviously see here that I need copper for the wire and all that. But I'm going to go here, turn the alternate recipes into iron wire. That means I don't need to use the copper. I'm already using quite a bit of it. Quite a bit of the iron here. And obviously the quartz here, I'm only need 30 of it to make one crystal oscillator. This is not accurate for the game mode that I'm playing in, because realistically, with all of this, I'd probably be making 2 or 3 crystal oscillators. But doesn't add up yet because they haven't added like a way to adjust. Unless they did and it's just not visible for me, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I like to use this to figure out at least how much I could potentially get. I'm gonna run out of iron before I run out of quartz. That's for damn sure. Yep, there you go. I usually do this manually because I'm very particular with it. Okay, 6.5. And I probably will be making double. I am at a hard limit of 300 iron ingots. I technically am actually making more quartz than I know what to do with. So I have an extra quartz node that I can't really do anything with. Unless I can figure out what quartz could be used for. I only really need the one quartz node, which is the pure one, and I can underclock it to get me 195. And I still have the impure quartz node to use. Oh, I'm actually making more quartz than I know what to do with. No, because I underclocked the other one. Yeah. This is what it looks like. And I can already tell you this is not accurate. You can see here. Well, actually, maybe it is. 48.75. 48.75. I say it that way as well, because if I say it like 75, I will forget, and I'll mix up the numbers, and I'll say something stupid like 75.48. I'll say it backwards, which is why I have to like actually say the numbers itself. But no, I'm looking at that, and it says 48.75. 48.75. It is okay. That would be accurate for this recipe specifically, but the iron wire I already know is not going to be accurate because it says I need 101.11 iron ingots to make 182 iron wire, and that is not accurate. I don't think that's accurate, at least. 1.5. I need... says I'm going to need 14 of these constructors when the calculator says I only need 8. Or 9, sorry. So I can already tell you that it's off. Off just by a little bit. Just by a itsy bitsy bit. I already forgot what this number is about. 14. 14 of them. And I'm making... actually, let me see. Really stupid number. I hate it when it gives me like stupid numbers like that. What number was it? I already forgot. See? That's why I hate these stupid numbers. There you go. That's as accurate as I'm gonna get it. 303.8 is how much wire I'm making out of that when I really only need 108. No, not 108. Sorry, 182. See, this is why I have to say numbers weird. I'm gonna mix them up and say something stupid. And then I don't even need to get to iron plate. The iron plate I already know is also linear. I need 146 iron plate. Let me show you again what I'm looking at. 146 iron ingots for the iron plate. That gives me 97.5 iron plate to go into the reinforced iron plate. And I can already tell you that's not accurate because... oh, wait, aren't I making screws here too? Yeah, because rods being made into screws. What if I did this? I'm not a fan of this recipe, but I'm just going to see how this pans out, because then I won't need to make the screws. Nope, wait, back. Again, I do this manually because I'm very particular about it. It's like 8. So I am making more. I really wish I could say that this is, like, accurate, but it really is not. And I wish that it's experimental mode, so the sites are not going to be updated for how it actually is going to be. And I can't figure out in my brain how to balance it. I know the iron plate, if I'm putting 100 iron ingots into the constructors, in my game mode, I'm getting 100 plates back. But in vanilla, I say vanilla, but in standard gameplay, 100 ingots would make 66.67 iron plate. I'm pretty sure that number is continuous. Numbers are weird in this game. But yeah. There's one more alternative recipe that I want to try and see how much I'm actually making out of that. So let's see. What was it called? It's called cash screws, isn't it? Oh yeah, let me get rid of the alternative recipe that is the stitched iron plate. Already I'm gonna need more iron than so I'm making a lot less. Isn't there an alternative recipe for... I'm gonna switch back to the game. And we look at iron plate. Wait, first iron plate. Here we go. No, not that. Bolted iron plate, which needs more screws. Screws make that. That's what they're called. They're called frames. And nope, I'm still gonna need more. Still gonna need more iron than... So the stitched recipe is actually gonna do me more favors because I guess that does make sense because I am gonna be making a lot more wire than I know what to do with. And look at this. Perfect amount of quartz. That's exactly how much ore is gonna come out of, or quartz rather, is gonna come out of the drill. Because it's a pure node. And I got the Mark II. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me right now, unless everything was equal, which it's not, it would make more sense, but nothing's equal. Everything is adjusted. Because I will be making 100 iron plate there. Because I'm afraid to build it this way, and ultimately I end up with, like, more wire that I end up needing to sink, when I could just use that extra wire to make more oscillators. I don't want anything going to waste, because then it just pisses me off. I know there's local calculators that you can mess with the, like, numbers, and the sites won't be updated for a while. This is difficult. The stitched iron plate recipe is ultimately what I'm sold on, because I will be making more. Also, I did have an idea for design. So I want to go shape one wall real quick. Maybe that'll... maybe that'll distract me just a little bit. Do that. Nope, let's not do that. Let's do this instead. I think I'll have this go 2 up, or no, 4 up. And then have that come back down. Oops. That'll probably go another 4 up. But ultimately, the bottom floor is going to take up the most floor or ceiling space, rather. See, even the structure is giving me problems trying to figure out how that's going to look. But anyway, it's kind of the pillar idea I had for the structure. So as I said, one of these nodes, this one right here, is not going to do me... Oh no, this one's the iron, is it not? Oh, it is iron. Is it? This is quartz. Yeah. Oh, I thought this was the iron and this is... Oh, okay. Then that's quartz. Maybe I can get rid of that section of the building. I'm not going to need it. But anyway, being sidetracked. Maybe I could figure it out like this. No. I'm going to look at the calculator and try to do the numbers myself. Let me see how much iron this is. I know I need 100 plus 198.52. That is 298.52. Which I probably should have figured that out myself. Basically just added 2 here. That would have... Yeah, I'm smart, I promise. Let me actually go ahead and divide this by 30. I'm going to need 10. Put that there so I can remember the number. Oh, well, that probably would have been way easier to remember. Divide by 10, right? I am going to label these. The iron ingots. And then... Then I have those... All right, that's where I need to figure out. I wish it didn't get squished like that. I don't know why it does. Nope, that's not what I need. 7.5. I can't even see the damn number. 7.5. I need 87. Or no, 20. Not 87. 27. 7. Where's the 7? There you go. What's the number I got? That? Yeah. I don't even remember the number that I did the math on. I'm gonna need to use my phone for this number, because... I don't need to do all this. I'm just that picky. 7.36. 7.36. That's for the iron. That's for the iron, though. God, why is it gotta be so squished like that? It pisses me off. 7.36. I'm gonna need to figure out that number here. There we go. So technically, what's the number? 2.8? Yeah. So 22.8. There you go. $27 constructors. I'm making 22.8. 22.8 times 27. I'm making 596.16 wire. That's I can already tell you that's way too much than I actually need. Can you replace the? There you go. Because I really only need. Let's see. What number is that? That is 224 plus 133.33. That is 357.33 iron wire. I'm already making more than I actually need. Maybe that's a good thing? Let me figure out how many constructors I need. No, because I'm making 100. These take 20. 100 divided by 20, that's just 5. 5 constructors are needed for that. I was gonna do the math in my head, but I'm way too delusional for that. But yeah, there we go. Some of that's being made into cable. Oh, this is where it gets painful. No, wait, no, just gotta adjust the calculator. Don't panic just yet. This is what I'm looking at the calculator. What I need to do now is I need to go here. How much should I say? I'm gonna need to look at the game again. But I'm not gonna remember that number. I'll just say it out loud, but I'm not gonna remember it. So I gotta copy paste it. That is that number. And I know I'm making 100 iron plates. Get rid of this for now. So here we go. Here's what I'm actually making. The quartz I'll keep there, but my hard limit... No, because I can go up that limit. The more quartz I'm going to need, I'm going to need to use the other drill. Nope. Gotta go back. Let's see how much quartz I'm going to need. There you go. Okay. 12 crystal oscillators. Need to refresh the page because it glitches out sometimes. 12 crystal oscillators is what I'm looking at, which I assume adjusted to... What number is that? 200 plus 336. That's 536. So I am wasting a little bit of wire, but to be honest, I'm not that mad about it. I could be making more... Yeah, I'm fixed reading the birthday letters, including yours right now. Oh, really? I'll pop in for a second. Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't even know Myth was still alive. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't. Hi, unknown. Damn. Let's see how it is. All right, sorry. I peeped into Myth stream for a second there. Mythix is live, and for those who don't know, Mythix is actually celebrating her birthday today. I don't know how long Myth is gonna go, but I will give Myth a shout out. Ooh, wait, I nearly spelled Myth's name wrong. There we go. Everybody go wish Myth a happy birthday. I'll do that as well. I'll play a clip. But yeah, back to having an aneurysm. Oh, where was I don't even remember. Well, it's gotta be an old clip.
that physically hurt.
I could tell Myth is laughing. Yeah.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good.
I could tell Myth was laughing because the PNG was moving, but you could not hear anything because it was just being suppressed to hell and back.
Oh my god, Rage sounded like a flippin' femboy.
Shut up.
That's funny. Anyway, I don't even remember where it was. I was like, also thank you, Nero, for giving me the heads up. So here's where I was, and I don't mind using more quartz than I have here because I have the other node that I could just drill out of. This is not painful. Ooh, is it? Oh, I gotta tune back into the game and get the number for that. It is linear. Okay. So, if I wanted to make... Sorry, I keep switching back and forth, but... If I needed 216, I would need 216 quartz. But anyway, this is not painful. 260 technically would make me 360. 60, okay. Quartz crystal. Let me just input that real quick. 260. 260. There we go. Now, I still can't adjust that number because I'm gonna end up needing more iron than I know what to do with. I actually run out of plates, which gets me the idea. No, I don't want to adjust it. I really don't want to adjust it. How much am I getting out of the stitch plates? This is accurate. 100 and 200 going into there. The output's not accurate though. So let's pop back into the game. 110, 110. Let's see, stitch iron plates. The number's accurate there, but the output is not. And I am gonna go ahead and underclock this because the number is just way too not do that. Let's do that. I am getting 3 out of that, 5 of that. If I do 500, nope, I open the console. I gotta change the hotkey for that because it's so annoying opening a console. I already forgot where I was. 100 divided by 5. I need 20 of these, and that's 3 getting out of there. 3 out of 20 is 60 stitched iron plates. I'm gonna start writing down here. 100 iron plates and 200 wire into... That's 60, right? I said 60? Reinforced iron plate. And that's 20. That was 20 machines, right? I believe that was 20. I don't remember. 20... Uh, 20 something. Shit. Oh, 20 assemblers. 20 assemblers. Making 60 out of that. Sorry, I keep zoning out trying to figure this all out. So if I come back into here, I'm gonna make another. I'm gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna get rid. So we're gonna get rid of that, and we're also gonna get rid of this because I know I'm getting 60 iron plate, reinforced iron plate. The rest is being eaten up, turned into cable. 360. And switch back to the game. I keep going back and forth, back and forth. How much did I say? 360. Let's see. I'm going to write that up here. 336. Wire. Oh, whoa. Not right. 206 wire into. The wire is being made into cable. How about you put a little table? Oh, that's linear. The 360 cable. 336 cable, sorry. 336 cable. And that's 336 divided by what number? 30? 30. I need 12 of these machines. 12 machines, 28. 12, 28, 12, 28, 12, 28, 12, 28. Oh no, I can't write anymore. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Thank God it was just... Thank God I have a habit of doing Control X. There you go. What was the other number? This... I hate it when I get... Divided by 12, 28. I was gonna say 38. 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. Alright. 12 instructors set to 28. Oh, actually, I'm wasting space here. I could have just said that. There we go. And then I can move that back up here. Twenty assemblers set to 3. And I know that off the top of my head because I know what I'm doing here. So I know I set that to 3. Alright. Almost there. I know I'm making 336 cable. This is how I had to do the math. And I know I'm going to have some waste. Unfortunately, that's a given. There's not much I can do about it. I said 336. Yeah, okay. Get rid of that. I will have some waste. And ultimately, I can increase the number here. I can actually increase it by double, can't I? 12. That's 24. I'm not mad about the crystal because I can get more crystal if I need to. And would you look at that? I'm actually using all the cable and all of the iron plate. The only thing I'm wasting is the wire. And that gives me a total of 24. This number may not be accurate. I might be actually using less. This is where, once it gets to the final stretch, is when it gets really, like, uncomfortable. Because then I have to figure out everything. Let's see. Fuck, I'm trying... Crystal oscillators, here we go. It's 9 per minute. I'm just gonna write down that I'm going to need... I'm gonna go back to the calculator. It's 360 plus 72. which I think I can do that number. Plus 72. That's 432. I can do that, and I can actually fit all of that into one belt, which I don't think I pointed out, but I have the Mark IV belts available to me now, because I unlocked those in the tier. They're called tiers because those are what you have to sacrifice. 342. There we go. Ah. 432 is required. 432. I don't even want to know. I think the number's actually odd, isn't it? I think it's like 22.5. Yeah, 22.5. I'm great at remembering. 22.5. I need 20 machines. So 20, that is 21.6. Set to 21.6. Need 20, 21.6. 20 constructors set to 21.6. Now here comes the where everything comes together. I have... nope, that's not how much I have. I have 60. I'm going to do RIP. 60 RIP, which stands for Reinforced Iron Plate. Of course. I have 336 cable. And 432 quartz, or UC, to the final number. So 340 divided by 9. I'm gonna have to write this down on my phone, and then I can write it on the game. So what we'll do is 232 says 28. Manufacturers. No, 7. Number 7. Divided by 7. 20. Oh, it says 28 as well. Is it going to add up? 38. Oh, please let it add up. If it adds up, I'm going to be so happy. 0.5. I need 60 divided by... Ah, it doesn't add up. Damn it. So close. 60 says 40 manufacturers. But ultimately, 40. That's 1. Well, 1 times 40 is 40. So that's 40. Added to 40. Crystal. Oh, I spelled crystal so wrong. And oscillators, however you spell that. The crystal oscillators, 40. No, that's 50. 40 manufacturer. How do you spell manufacturer? There you go. So, y'all got to see my thought process on trying to figure all of this out. And if I wanted to, I can figure out how much waste is being made but that is not super important to me. I know I am wasting some resources, and whether or not I'm going to set those to storage, I don't care, really, because I shouldn't care too much about putting them into storage because I already have its own dedicated factory. So I'm not going to care too much about that. So if I have this set to its max, which is 240, minus 240, that is 129, or 192, sorry, that was close. 129, this has to be overclocked a little bit. Oh no! Both of them have to be overclocked, because I can't even set it that high. So 150, it's 186. 150. This will be set to 186, I think. $86. 186. Let me just make sure I did the numbers right. Okay. This is the quartz. The quartz will add up, and I need, let's see, I wrote it down. 20 manufacturers set to 21.6. Can I even line up 24? Let's see. So I have the space. I'm gonna need like a space this big. All of that needs to be used for the quartz, which is why I have the space so massive. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, no, because I can. I'm actually going to paint these black. Ooh, you know what I'm actually going to do? I actually said it's the grip material, because I think it would look cool. There we go. So here's where all the quartz is going to be made. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm just because I don't want to deal with the trouble of having to organize it. Let me actually set these right now. Quartz crystal, and I know I said 21.6, right? 21.6. Yep, there we go. You guys want to listen to some Skillet? I'm going to put on the music in the background. Turn down the music though, just so it's not like blasting. So I wish you could soup constructors and stuff like that, but I guess I could see where the performance issues would come in. There we go. The hardest part of doing all of this is actually wiring all of it. That's probably the most annoying thing for me personally, is just trying to organize all the wires. I'd like to do this Actually, in the 1.2 experimental mode, you're actually supposed to be able to chain all of the factories together, but I don't know why I'm not able to. Not in my version. Maybe my save is just busted. Never die, make it to the finish line. I haven't played music in a while, honestly. Like, not even in person. Especially Skillet. It's been so long since I've listened to Skillet. I only started listening to him again because I had one of their songs stuck in my head. I forgot which one it was. But then I heard Resistance on Instagram. I was like, ooh, I gotta listen to that song again. And it clicked. I think that's going to be a little bit more annoying is actually figuring out how to get this, like, there we go. Ooh, tasty lag. Let me make sure the belts can actually support 230s too. Yeah, this one supports 480. That's not the number I meant to say anyway. Why is it lagging every time I... Uh-oh. I do apologize for the lag. My computer is not happy. You see? There you go. Awesome. So... gonna keep me down. I'm the one who's standing now. Destiny is calling me. You're gone in history. Something but I fight to be a legendary. I do want it encased in like glass. I might have like a floor for logistics. Never gonna keep me down. So the water standing now. Destiny is calling me down in history. Every day I fight to be legendary. Every day I fight to be legendary. He's nice encased. Nice and encased. I don't like how there's like no no rim. Oh, that's not painted. The hardest part as well is trying to figure out how to get this like The hardest part is trying to remember what the hell I was gonna say. You me down, the other one is standing now. Destiny is calling me. We're down in history. Every day I fight to be legendary. You me down, the other one is standing now. Oh, that's one of the things I unlocked as well, is the priority power switch, which allows me to not only turn off and on factories from one area, but if the power, let's say, is overdrawn, it'll go through the priority switches, and whatever has the lowest priority will shut that off first before shutting off, you know, other factories, if that makes sense. I try my best to finish my thoughts, but they kind of just are spontaneous, and then they kind of just leave. We'll do it like that just so it's powered. Then I have to connect all of this. I might not have glass in the front half. Just check in. I feel like a monster. I think I might use like, no, that's concrete. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of the whole box thing. Not gonna lie. I thought I said no birds. Get out of here. Or I will. Poor bird. I mean, there can only be one. Oh, I didn't color that. Oh. I remember the song. I might get rid of these walls here. I'm not a huge fan. Maybe I should have this black too. Like, that's some cool accent color. I'm sorry. I might have this black too. I like having the accent color. I might have like, I think it'd be cool to do this. Like the clearance. That'd be pretty cool. Hang on, my hand's hurting like hell. Which is not surprising considering how long I've been playing this damn game. Also need to keep an eye on my messages. Oh. Not gonna get any messages for a while, so it's okay. I might go ahead and just get rid of these right here. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna get sidetracked real quick. I want to add Avenged Sevenfold to my playlist. Because I suddenly have the craving to listen to Bat County. It's like my favorite song. I have a lot of Avenged Sevenfold songs in here that I don't remember. Scream is another one of my favorite Avenged Sevenfold songs. Ooh, I haven't heard Shepherd of Fire in a while. Psycho in my head, closer to the edge, making me feel like I'm living in misery insane. And voices in my brain, and it's feel like I'm the death of me. Can't remember the lyrics. Going my the psycho in my head. I'm gonna listen to this song and then I'm gonna switch to my playlist. All right. Misery inside. This voices in my brain, starting to feel like it's gonna be the death of me, death of me. Go in my head. switch over. I want to listen to Bat County. Turn it up too. Hmm. How much is can I get here? I'm gonna need a Mark 3. What? I can't rotate this? Wow, I did that perfect. I'm just that damn good. This is the chords too, I think. Yeah. You know what's sad is that all of this space right here, I'm probably not even be able to use. Well, 12 constructors is not bad, I guess. I might put them right here. Oh no, there's no space. I could. I might do this. Too long, my vision so unclear. Take a trip with me. Ooh. Normally I detail this side, but because it's against the cliff side, I'm just gonna do that. I said to stay out of the way. Thank you. I'm gonna say the green of the bird actually kind of complements the pink a little bit. And now it runs away. Oh, turn the song up. Is inside. As we last left up, there you will never find. Get rid of that tree. Half of a tree. I wouldn't go over there, Bert. This is the end of the world that you know. Ooh, I might actually do this. I don't like that cliff is going to stick out a little bit, but there's not really much I can do about it. Well, I guess I could... No. Those who wish me dead, you made me who I am until you lose it all. I'll never know what you want from me. I miss Brian and Hyperveil. He's such a good singer. I will get rid of that tree because that tree is a little odd there. There we go. I wonder how this would look. Lag. God, this lag's insane, dude. Trying to think about how to curve the windows with... I know I could do this. Also, I don't think I'm going to keep these because I don't think these fit very well. Another night, I'm barely holding on. One step away from being dead and gone. And my life die another day. Is this life that I've been living all that's meant for me? It's looking good, I think. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It's probably gonna be a really big building too. And I wake up at the bottom of it all again. We're surviving, we're climbing the mountain. Oh, let's not do that. So I don't look down, I don't look back at all. I mean, I wish would all return to blood. I don't even know if I'll have it go back like that. So if I know I'm ready to far gone, and if I feel a pulse, then I can carry on. When I'm lost and wanna fade away, what's to live or die another day. I love this song so much, dude. I think I might do this for the little point right here. Beware of ads. Look at those bushes there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I don't know how the structure's gonna look, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Another year of my life. Sing me by. Oh, my hand's starting to hurt. Maybe I should take a break for a minute. To pause the game. I should probably save the game too. It's been a while. I have 158 hours in this save. They are so ordinary. I need to get away, 'cause I don't wanna waste another day. So ordinary. Good morning, waking. Open my eyes. I don't know what he's singing here. Hi, I see you. How are you doing? Are you having fun? I just took up watching all the colors fade. They're so ordinary. Need to get away, 'cause I don't wanna waste another day. So ordinary. And an open door, back in the city walls. Oh, I can't do that. Reach the air outside. Copy that. How could I need to feel alive? No need 12 constructors. I couldn't fit them here initially. I wonder if I could fit them there now. Feeling like a chain. Sick of watching all the colors fade. They're so ordinary. Need to get away, 'cause I don't wanna waste another day. So ordinary. I'm not gonna like that. I wanted to put a wall here, and I'm not gonna like them not gonna be able to fit it very well the way I wanted it to. Dude, I am building here. Here, have a gift. Merry Christmas. Here, have another gift. Merry Christmas. Here, have another gift. Merry Christmas. Here, just one last one for the road. Merry Christmas. All right, where were we? I'll probably get rid of this wall. And I guess it would make sense, because if I build it a certain way, I could hide that cliff edge that's sticking out like right there. You flat me, flat, I'm a lonely face I fell. And in the end, I live well. Pretty sure I do it like this. 1, 2. And then I'll have the constructors lined up here. I need 12 of them. And actually, I could probably extend this out one more. 'Cause the things I love make it rough. I really wish I had the hover pack, but that's in the next stage of the game. I'm not gonna unlock that for a little while. Oh, mother footstick. There you go. There you go. There you go. Then I'll have the glass. Nope, that's ceiling. I have the glass up here too. And we're gonna have it lined up here. It's gonna be really tight. 12, set the wire to cable. And it's set to 28. Have the splitters up here. Oops. No, don't do that. Rude. You stop that. Actually, I'm gonna need the Mark IV. There we go. That's where the cable's gonna be made, which means I'm gonna have to have that go to the next floor. I don't even know where an entrance is gonna be. I know I'm gonna have another floor up here. Maybe I could fit. How many constructors do I have here? 20. I need another. I need 27 actually. Oh, I need 5 for the. Actually, I didn't even check. I need. How many smelters? 10 smelters. I think I can fit 10 up here. Ramming on the inside. Wait, how much did I say? 10? Yeah, I could definitely fit 10 up here. I got organized. Here's the question. Ooh. I don't want to figure this out, to be honest with you. Into the nothing, faded and weary. I won't live and let you fall behind. Live for the dying, haven't you hear me? I know we can make it out alive. Ooh, okay, no, I cannot fit as many as I thought I could. Leave me at the bottom, river of the dead. Say goodbye. Let's see. No, Wallace has listened to Breaking Benjamin. There we go. Then I'll add some splitters here. Oh, and a merger, because I'm gonna need it. I know I should put the smelters on the bottom floor, but I didn't think I had that much. I'm just kind of in the mindset of I want to get this done. Oh, I'm gonna need to paint that. I wish there was a way you could like set the swatch and then every building you paint or every building you place is in that swatch until you like disable it or something. That would be so easy. How much is coming out of here? It is 150. I'm gonna need a Mark III belt. We need a Mark IV ultimately for these. All right, there we go. And then I do need a merger. Ooh, yeah. Let me shed my skin, this cosmic man. There we go. Gonna bring this up. Ooh, lag. Bring me back to this. What you said. Oh, I'm out of. Oh, out of Nobelisks. Oh, I still haven't built a thing. Well, at least I have reanimate Sam in the depot now. I ran out of Nobelisks, which means I can't break that tree down. I'm gonna have to go over here. I'm really sorry for the lag. Eventually I'll make a factory here for actual Nobelisks. And eventually I'll finish the structure. But I say that all the time. So, no promises. I'll sit here, rest my arms while this crafts. All right. I zoned out. I think that's enough nobelisks. All right. All right. Now to do what I wanted to do, which was be gone. These words you will always remember. To you, my heart I surrender. Oh, shit! I want to grab that. Why am I so... I gotta build the actual factory. I have to build some of the structure just to be able to, like, make more floors sometimes. But I get so into it that I build more of the structure than I do actually getting it functional. And then when I do get it functional, I just kind of forget to build the rest of the structure. But yeah, I'm fascinating. Also, I don't gotta worry about running out of silica anymore. I've got a shit ton of silica. Will the stars ever align for their hearts to fit in time? But you should always remember. How's this gonna look? Ooh. Ah. I might do a stream one of these days and actually work on reference sheets for my characters. Because I know our fight actually is in... Oh my god, it's in 3 months? Or 2? It's in like 2 months, and it'll be good to be ahead of the curve. Or be ahead of the game and, you know, do reference sheets for them. Damn it. A huge structure. There we go. I wish there was more curve options. Not enough curves in this game. Am I satisfied enough to actually get to? Ah, that's why I was building the wall. They rip into the car. Maybe if I... Nah. Only thing I gotta figure out right now is, get the iron over here to the smelters. I have a thing right there. Ooh, banger. Banger, I hardly know her. I know, I'm very original. You fix when you fall down. You're gonna find a way to get you through another day. That is nowhere near center. I think you know what I can do? Instead of having it go up, I can have it actually... Ooh, actually. It's like I could have it go down. I can be your painkiller, killer, killer. You love me till it's all over, over. Nope, that's material. Material? I don't even know what I said there. I don't even know how to repeat what I said there. Alright. Here's what I'll do. Pretty sure this needs a mark. Yep, mark 4. Or 3, sorry, not 4. There we go. And then I'll just have one of these. Ah, my legs. That's gonna look a little weird, but pretend it doesn't. Get over it. I'm kidding. Yeah, that looks good. That's pretty. God, these guys are everywhere. They were all over my base. They still are. What time is it? Ooh, it's about to be midnight. I'll probably start writing out here soon because my hand's starting to hurt. And my brain's a little fried to try to figure this all out right now. I mean, I did the math already. That's kind of all I needed to do. Now I just gotta get the building. I already got the courts done. I wish you were able to cross these out. Like, do this. And it, like, crosses them out, but I don't think you can do that. I'm gonna do this. Duh. I wish there was a check mark. I'll put an X down there instead. There we go. The 20 assembler scares me a little bit. It kind of bothers me that this is not aligned in the way I was hoping it would be. But because there's not really much you can do about it. Sure, it goes back, don't it? Let's do this. I'd be careful, it's a wall right there. I can do this. Let's probably make the wire somewhere close to where the cable is going to be made, so maybe this open area can make the wire. The wire? How many wire am I making? 20. Oh my god, 27 constructors. Right that. Oh. I wonder who could have done that. Probably do. No, everything's all over the place. I don't like it. I'm really not liking the structure, to be honest. Right now, I'm kind of in the mindset of I just want it to work. Yeah, maybe I need to get some rest. Thinking about reading it actually, because my brain's a bit fried. I know I didn't stream very long, but I've been playing this game all day, working on my base, trying to figure it all out. So I think my brain just needs a rest, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and start next year. So see you live. This is still going. I don't know how long Myth's gonna go. I know Myth's gonna raid out after he reads all the notes. So I'm just gonna go raid into Myth as a happy birthday. Maybe tomorrow I'll destroy the whole structure and start again, because I have the math, I just don't like the structure at all. So I need a refresher and then go again. So raid Myth is not raiding out. And I hope for the rest of you have a good rest of your Sunday or Monday, because it's Sunday. Oh wait, is Myth raiding out? Alright. Thank you everybody for hanging out. See everybody. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. We'll see. Have a good night. Bye bye.